All right, so now let's talk about the names of the power chords that we are playing. So until now, I've been calling them 6th string root note power chords or 5th string root note power chords, and I've been saying 1st fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, whatever number fret, but we've never really called them their names, right? And that's going to be extremely valuable to you to know their names so that when you see it on paper, you'll know how to find these power chords, right? Or any other type of bar chords, which we're going to be talking about later as well. So it's going to go like this. If you check out my picture chord book that's also attached in this lesson, you will see the musical alphabet. So the musical alphabet has 12 notes, and it's like a clock. It goes around in circles. So it starts with A, then it goes B, C, D, E, F, G. And between A and B, there's what's called a sharp or a flat, and that also happens between other letters as well. And that's why we have 12, okay? So you can see all of that written out really well in the picture chord book, and you'll have a visual for that, okay? So study that a little bit. I'll put the page number right down here. And what we're going to be doing is basically, let's say now we're on the 6th string root note, right? All you're going to have to know is the name of the note on the 6th string, okay? So I know, because I've been playing guitar for so long, that this is the note F, okay? And since I know that this note is going to determine the name of the power chord, I know that I'm playing a F power chord, okay? Now, if we study the musical alphabet, we'll know that after F comes the note F sharp or G flat. Again, you can see this very clearly in the picture chord book, okay? So if I go one fret further up, now I'm playing a F sharp power chord or a G flat power chord, okay? Since it can have two names. It could either be named F sharp or G flat, depending on whether you went up a note or down. So if I'm on an F and I go one half step up, I've raised the note, which is called a sharp. And if I'm on G and I go one half step down, I've flattened the note, which is called a flat. So it's either a G flat or F sharp, depending on whether you went up the fretboard or down the fretboard, okay? So this is now a F sharp power chord. If I continue to go up, now it's a G power chord. Now it's a G sharp power chord. Now it's an A power chord, and so on. Okay, so the beautiful thing is that I can take this shape and I can push it up and down the fretboard of the guitar, and depending on the name of the note of the 6th string, since we're now playing the 6th string root note, we're going to know exactly what the chord is called. Now, with power chords, on paper, they will be written out as a 5 chord. So a G5 or A5 or a F sharp 5 or a B5, right? It's always going to be a 5, okay? And that's how you're going to know. So if it says a F5 on paper, you're just going to have to know where the note F is, and you're going to have to memorize that. There are no shortcuts. But in my book, if you read the pages where I talk about that, I explain exactly how you can do that the best possible way, the most easy way. Okay, and we can talk about that a little bit here too. So F5 on paper, if you know that this is the note F, you're just going to grab that power chord, play it, and you're automatically playing an F5. If you see it says a C5, you're going to go to the note C, which is on the 8th fret. This is the note C, and you're going to know that you're playing a C5 or a C power chord, okay? The same exact principle applies to the 5th string root note power chords, okay? So now, all I have to know, the same exact principle applies. So all I have to know is that this, for instance, is the note C, right? The 5th string, 3rd fret is the note C. Therefore, I am playing a C power chord. Again, with those power chords on the 5th string root note, you're going to have to be careful of the 6th string note that it doesn't ring out, right? But other than that, that's all you have to know. You have to know the name of the note, and you have to be careful this note doesn't ring, right? So let's say you want to play a D5. You just have to go to the 5th fret, which is a D. This is the note D. And there you have it. There's a D5. So what you can also see now is that, for instance, a C5, since this is the note C, C power chord, and before we said that this here is the note C, I can play the same exact chord on 2 different places of the fretboard. So depending on the situation, if I have to get to that chord really quickly, let's say I'm here and I need to get to a C, I don't have to go all the way over here to play it. I just have to go here, okay? And that's why it's really, really useful to memorize the names of the notes on the 6th string and on the 5th string, because that way you're always going to know exactly where your power chords are and your chords in general, and you're going to be able to, as quickly as you need to, get to the ones that you need, okay? Okay, so just so you know, that is how you're always going to be able to know the names of the power chords that you're trying to play. You're going to memorize the notes on the 6th string, and you're going to memorize the notes on the 5th string, all right? And then you're just going to, the note that your first finger is on is always going to determine the name of that chord as well, okay? So one more example would be, I said this is a C, so this is a C power chord. Let's say we want to play an E power chord, or E5. We're just going to slide it over here. This is the note E, 7th fret, 5th string. I'm holding a power chord shape, and there's my E5, my E power chord, okay? Same thing with D. Let's say I want to play D. Let's say I want to play D sharp. Okay? Okay. So now let's talk quickly about, and this is also described in the book, about how to memorize these notes the best possible way, or what I normally recommend. So what I recommend is starting on the 6th string and then memorizing the notes that don't have a sharp or a flat first, okay? So that would be on the 6th string, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and E, okay? So the musical alphabet, as I said, is like a clock, and once you get to number 12, you go 12 half steps up, then you come back to where you started, right? Same as on a clock. If you start at 1 o'clock and you go around 12 steps, you're back to 1. Same thing on the guitar, and that on the guitar or in music is called octave. So anytime you go 12 steps up or half steps on the guitar, every fret is considered a half step, not a step. So 1 step on the guitar is from here to here, not here to here, okay? I don't want to give you too much information though. So just to memorize the notes on the 6th string, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And then it repeats itself. So E, F, G, A, B, right? So you could keep going up, okay? So the way I want you to memorize this is just remember those notes and say them out loud. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Go back and forth. And as I said, between a F and a G is always going to be either a sharp or a flat in between, depending on whether you're raising it or flattening it. So from F, if we go half step up, we have an F sharp. From G, if we go a half step up, we have a G sharp. And that way you're going to be able to remember the notes much, much more easily. So you're going to start by learning just those ones without a sharp or flat, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And then once you know exactly where they are, it's going to be really easy for you to name what is in between them. Okay? Okay. Again, read that in the book. Take your time with this, and I'm sure that it'll click for you. Okay? Same principle applies on the 5th string. So now we start with A. The open 5th string has the note A. Then we have a B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Again, we're back at our octave, okay? So, all right? And that's how you're going to remember the notes. So start by memorizing the ones that don't have sharps or flats, both on the 6th and on the 5th string, and then just fill in the blank that is between the two, okay? Whether it's a sharp or a flat, you decide, okay? Okay, I hope that this made sense. I know it's a lot of information, but when you're learning an instrument, you kind of can't go around all of that stuff. You have to at least get a little bit into the kind of the boring stuff, okay? The real school kind of stuff. Okay, so anyways, I hope that this made sense. Check out the book. Actually read the book. I highly recommend reading the book because then it's going to be much, much more clear for you and you're going to have many more visuals. And then I guarantee all this stuff will click. All right, see you in the next lesson. See you there. Bye-bye.